Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Think about that for a second. How much of your life has been shaped not by what you've said or done, but by the silent things, the looks people gave you, the energy in a room shifting the second you entered, the way someone pulled back or leaned in closer without realizing why that happens to you more than most. Not because you're trying to be anything special, but because you are carrying something rare. Jung would call it numinous energy, a force that is both fascinating and terrifying, an aura that reveals the unconscious in others without a word. People can't always explain it. Sometimes they call you intense, sometimes they call you different, but what they're really saying is, you make me feel things I'm not ready to face, and that's why you're here, because deep down you've sensed it. Your aura is not ordinary. It overwhelms, it unsettles, it awakens. So in this video, we're going to explore 13 psychological signs. Your aura intimidates people through the lens of Carl Jung's psychology, not superstition, not fluff, but the deep archetypal truths of human nature. And as we go through these signs, I want you to reflect, notice which ones resonate, which ones sting, which ones make you say, "That's me." Because this isn't just about understanding how others see you, it's about finally understanding the silent power you carry. 1. You walk into a room, and the air changes. Jung spoke about the collective unconscious, the idea that we all sense things beyond words. Your energy is one of those things. People feel you before they even know you. 2. People avoid your eyes. The eyes, Jung said, are where the unconscious leaks through. And yours, they pierce, they reflect truth. Truth is magnetic, but it's also unbearable for those hiding behind illusions. 3. You notice projection everywhere. Jung taught that when people can't face their shadow, they project it onto others. That's why you've been blamed for things you never did. People see their own fears in you and call it you. 4. Strangers overshare with you. They'll tell you secrets they've never spoken before. Why? Because your aura acts like a mirror drawing out the unconscious. They don't even know why they're telling you, but they can't stop. 5. You've been called too much, too intense, too deep, too honest, but what they're really saying is, you make me feel what I don't want to feel. 6. Silence around you is heavy. You don't need to speak. Your aura speaks for you. It unsettles the shallow, because it makes their emptiness echo louder. 7. People test you. Jung warned that the psyche resists transformation. That's why others might provoke you, challenge you, or try to bring you down. It's not you they're fighting, it's the reflection of themselves that you awaken. 8. Some people are drawn in like moths, fascinated, obsessed, addicted to your presence. Because the same energy that threatens also heals. You awaken something they've long forgotten. 9. People can't lie to you, or at least, not comfortably. Because your aura detects dissonance, the split between mask and truth. Jung called this the persona. You see right through it. 10. You feel like an outsider, not because you don't belong, but because belonging often requires you to shrink, and your energy refuses to shrink. 11. Authority figures react strangely to you. Some respect you instantly, others feel threatened. Jung would say this is about archetypes. You unconsciously embody the rebel, the sage, or the healer, and that shakes up hierarchies. 12. You've noticed envy without reason. People jealous of you without even knowing your story. Because it's not about what you have, it's about who you are. And who you are shines light on what they're not. 13. Your aura lingers. Even after you leave the room, your presence is remembered. People replay conversations with you in their head. So, what does this all mean for you? It means if you've ever felt like your presence unsettles the world, you're not imagining it. You are carrying a force that Jung himself would call sacred. It's not because you're too much. It's because you're awake in a world that prefers to stay asleep. And yes, it's heavy. Yes, it makes you feel like an outsider. But that's not a curse. That's a calling. Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Your aura is not an accident. It is not a mistake. It is the result of your shadow, your truth, your scars, and your light are woven together. And when people react to you, whether with fear or envy or fascination, it's only proof that you are walking in your own rare authenticity. So the next time someone calls you too much, remember, that's exactly what you're meant to be. And if this resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. This channel is for people like you, the ones who feel deeply, the ones who know they carry something rare. So subscribe, because we're diving even deeper into Jungian psychology, shadow work, and the mysteries of human energy. Your aura is not a curse, it is your power, and the world needs you to own it. So now you know. If people have treated you strangely, if you've felt like your presence doesn't go unnoticed, there's a reason your aura speaks louder than words. It shakes people awake. But here's the truth. You don't need everyone to understand you. In fact, you can't, because Jung taught us that most people are terrified of their own unconscious. And when they sense it in youth, they pull back. That doesn't mean you're alone. It means you're part of a rare group of people who walk with awareness, who see deeper, who carry light and shadow together. That's why others confide in you. That's why they project onto you. That's why they can't forget you. This is the paradox of your aura. It unsettles, but it heals. It intimidates, but it inspires. It pushes people away, but it also pulls the right ones closer. So if you've ever wondered, why me? The answer is simple. Because your very existence reminds others of what they've been avoiding. And the world needs people like that. Carl Jung said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. And when you do, your aura stops feeling like a burden and starts becoming your gift to the world. So walk with it. Own it. Because every time you do, you give others permission to step closer to their own truth. If this video spoke to you, subscribe and join me here. We'll keep exploring Jung's psychology, the shadow, archetypes, and the mysteries of human presence. This channel is for people like you, the ones who see what others can't. And remember, your aura isn't a curse. It is your rarest form. With power, carry it boldly, because the world will always remember how you made them feel. So now you see, your aura is not just something mystical or abstract. It's real, it's alive, and it changes the very way people feel in your presence. And I want you to pause here and think back through your life. How many times have you been told you were different? How many times did the air grow heavier when you entered the room? How many people have come to you not with small talk but with their rawest confessions, their secret pains, their hidden truths? This was never random. This was never accidental. This has always been your path. Carl Jung said that the things that disturb us most in others are often the things we have not yet accepted in ourselves. So when your aura unsettles people, remember, it isn't about you. It's about what your presence awakens in them. Your light stirs their shadow. Your truth reveals their mask. Your presence breaks the trance of sleepwalking through life. And for some, that is unbearable. For others, it is unforgettable. This is why people can't stop thinking about you. Why they envy you without knowing why. Why some are magnetized, while others recoil. Because you represent something they can't yet grasp in themselves. But here's the secret. This is not a curse. This is not a burden. This is a gift. You were not meant to blend in. You were meant to remind the world of what it is running from. To remind others that depth still exists. To remind the people around you that truth still has a pulse. And I know it's not easy. I know there are days when you feel like shrinking. Days when you wonder if life would be simpler if you could just silence your presence, dim your aura, hide your depth. But let me tell you this. The moment you try to bury your aura is the moment you betray your own soul. Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, not who the world wants you to be. Not the mask, not the diluted version of yourself, but who you are. And who you are is rare. Who you are is luminous. Who you are is powerful enough to shift the energy in a room without speaking a word. That is not weakness. That is mastery. So walk into rooms with your head high. Don't apologize for the silence you bring. Don't apologize for the truths you awaken. And don't ever apologize for being too much. Because in a world of masks and illusions, too much simply means real. And if this resonated with you, if you felt seen in these words, then don't walk this path alone. Subscribe and stay connected here. Because this space, this channel is for you. The ones who carry the shadows and the light. The ones who were born to disturb the comfortable and to comfort the disturbed. The ones who feel both cursed and chosen until they realize it's the same thing. Together, we'll keep exploring Jung's psychology, the shadow archetypes, and the mysteries of human energy. Together, we'll learn not just how to understand our aura, but how to master it, embody it, and live it. So remember this, your aura is not a burden. It is not the reason you don't fit in. It is the reason you stand out. Own it, protect it. And above all, never dim it, because the world will always remember how you made them feel, and your presence is the kind they can never forget.